What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I'm going to do another looper video, like part of this new series, where I use my very own Marty Music looper to play a little jam and then show you how I created the loop. Now, you can also check out the link in the first comment to get more information about my own looper that's coming out. Here we go. Let me show you how to make a nice, easy loop, and then I'll show you some ideas to jam over it. It's lots of fun. Down below, you see the Marty Music looper information in the first comment, if you're still interested. Or if you have your own looper, that's fine. I'm going to show you just some tips on how to do it. So with this simple kind of looper, if you double tap it, that stops your loop that's already playing. Now, if I want to make sure that I have a clean, empty slate, I can do the double tap, and on that second tap, I just hold it down for a few seconds, and now it's completely deleted. There's nothing on that loop. And so what I recommend is to play the rhythm a little bit before you start your loop. And I've said this before, but the downbeat, the 1, 2, 2, 2, that's where you want to start the loop, and to get a nice, clean loop to play around, you want the second click to be right in that same moment in time after you've played through it. Good way to get an even loop is to play the rhythm a little bit first. So we've got a D chord. I'm doing a C add 9, keeping it real simple, and then a G chord. I'm going down, 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 up, to down, 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 up, to down, 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 up, to down, 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 up. 1. 1. So that's where you'd want to stomp down on that loop. I'm going to play it 2 times through, then go for that stomp. 1. 1. Here I go. I'll play it 2 times through. Here we go. Same spot. Now, if you see, the green light means that it's not in record mode, it's just in playing mode. Now, if I double tapped it, it would stop the loop. See, stop the loop. If I hit it once, the loop starts again. Just like that. Oops. Double tap, it's off. Now, right next to it, I have a very simple setup here. I've got a Voodoo Labs pedal power that's just powering the pedals, and then your most basic tube screamer, with the drive cranked almost all the way up on this Les Paul. Now, when you are using a looper, you want it at the end of your signal chain, meaning all the way to the left, the last thing before going into the amplifier. The only exception with that could be if you had like a reverb pedal and you want everything to have reverb on it, you could put the reverb at the end, but for all intensive purposes, you want the looper at the end. So when I start it, I've got my tube screamer turned on. And one of the things about this progression is it starts on a D chord, D, C, G. And so a lot of guys would go into the D minor pentatonic or some kind of D blues solo, but this is one of those weird instances where the first chord is not the root of the song. It's actually really more in the key of G. So a good way to get through soloing, and most of the ideas in the original, is the G major pentatonic. So you've got that classic. You've got the classic up here. It's the same position of the E, you know, it's the same thing as the E minor pentatonic. Every once in a while, you can get a little bit of that G minor pentatonic in there for a little bite, a little edge. Like that kind of thing. Another thing that happens, which we didn't do in this loop, is it goes C, F, C, and when you have that little flavor is where you can get a little more G minor pentatonic. So watch, I'll just play a G major pentatonic over this progression. You could work little scale exercises if you wanted to. You know, practice things out or just jam out. So I'm going to double tap and hold down that second tap. Now it's just deleted forever. But we're going to do it again, and I'm going to add that FC and then show you that like trademark lick. So watch, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to play the rhythm, but on that last one, I think it would be like the fourth repeat, we're going to just do a little turnaround set of chords, F, C, tap on that looper to end the loop. So watch, I'm going to start with the rhythm. This time, I'm just going to tap right on the beginning of the rhythm since we're already well into the video, but maybe a little this just so I'm feeling the tempo. So we're recording. One more. Here we go, last one. Here comes the FC. And tap. And there it is. Now I'm going to jam over it. When it goes to that FC, I'm going to add a little bit of G minor pentatonic. And so what's going on with that little lick, it's a very specific lick to the F, C, back to the G. And so what's going on there is it's kind of outlining the chords, F, C, and so we're doing a whole step bend on the 15 of the high E, then natural 15, and then a little piece that comes from the D chord. And it's happening over the D chord, so we're outlining that. And big shout out to my man, Ed King. So we got, so that's 14, which is that major third of the D chord that it's being played over, and then 15 of the B. And you're right back in that G major pentatonic home row position. And there's little chromatics right there that you can add. So check it out with that loop now. Here comes the lick. Here we go again, the lick. So then another thing you've got, which I believe I already have a video that breaks down this stuff more, is you have some of those the classic lick here. The outline of the D chord, you can go 7, 8, 9. And then 5 to 7 on the A for the C chord. And then for the G chord, 5, 6, 7 on the low E. And then grab that G right there. And then you even have, so check that out. Just kidding, or not. Anyway, hopefully that gives you some ideas. The looper is an amazing practice tool. Obviously, I used it so much for the last 10 years in these videos that I finally had the idea to create my own. So as I'm making this video, they're on order, but you can check the first comment down there, which has a link to my newsletter, and I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to let the newsletter know first when they're actually available, and I really appreciate all the support, whether you get one or not. Thank you for watching, and any other looper ideas or questions about things to practice in this kind of format, suggest it down below. Thanks again. We'll see you later.
It's not the same. We've changed in so much time. Calling out the blame, steady in our head.